Okay, that is really good. That it's really good. I don't think I'm going to be able to replicate it. Just keep watching to find out. All right, welcome to Magic Isn't Real. And today, after only 1 month of this channel entire existence, I stand in front of you defeated. Yeah, that's it. It's game over. I've been defeated. And it's all because of this guy, Tran. Alright, so the first time I stumbled across Tran's YouTube channel, I was hoping to have found another magician, another performer just like me, for two main reasons. Reason number one, I think he's just a kid, and I really do not want to be aggressive or bash on a kid. It doesn't feel right. So I'm going to try to keep this video, I'm going to try to be as calm as possible, even though I'm Italian. We're loud, we yell, we make gestures with our hands. So, it's going to be very tough, but I'm going to try that. Reason number two is that this kid's good. I don't know if he's the real deal or not. I don't know if those are tricks, but if those are tricks, they're really well engineered. Well, some of them. Some of the others, they're a bit too obvious what's going on. Now, don't get me wrong. I make things float all the time. The very first trick I post on social media, like ages ago, was a trick called the floating chip. Watch. And since then, just like Tran High, I've been making things float all over the place. Here are just a few examples of it. This is my new favorite thing to do. Pure mental powers. No strings attached. Now it's time for the main event of this video. This trick, it broke my brain. Just to make something clear, it's not so much the fact that the coin is floating inside a plastic cup that is fooling me. It's the way the coin is floating. The way the coin is like lifting up in the air and moving. It's what makes this trick like really good. And make me decide that that's the one I need to replicate, except I couldn't figure it out. I called some magician's friend of mine and I showed him this trick. By the way, Tran High, you should thank me if that video got a boost, because I share it with so many people trying to figure out how you were doing it or trying to figure out how I could do it. I'm ashamed of myself. I started this channel thinking I could replicate any supernatural claim or demonstration, and don't get me wrong, I am really good with coins as well. Let me show you a little coin routine I came up with it some couple years ago. Watch. I know what you're thinking right now. Did you just shoehorn in a magic trick that has nothing to do with this video just because you wanted to brag about your sleight of hand? Yes. Wait, I know what you're thinking right now as well. Right now you're thinking, did you really post this video showing us this trick just to say that you're not going to be able to replicate it, even though it is the whole premise of this channel? No, of course I was able to replicate it. I just wanted to make you sweat the same way I sweated, because one more time It took me a while to figure this out. And I know that some of you clever people on the comments will go, magnets! It's magnets! No, it's not. Can we stop saying magnets when we see something, when we see a magic trick? Like, do you know how magnets work? Stop saying magnets, please. Of course, I figured out how to replicate that trick. I actually gonna show you 2 different versions with 2 different methods. And please, before you start commenting, I want you to watch both methods. And then let me explain why there are 2 methods and why I decided to show you both. Okay, can we do that? So let's begin with method number 1. Okay, wait, don't start typing on that keyboard, don't say anything, and just watch method number 2. Go. Alright, so now let me break down why I decided to use 2 different methods and why I decided to show you both, even though one is not as good as it looks compared to the other one. Where, here's the thing. First of all, I wanted to show you that there are always multiple methods to achieve a magic effect, to achieve a magic trick. And second of all, I wanted to break down something that I find interesting. So, method number 1, it's something that honestly I would not put on a video. I know I just did, but I'm doing it to prove a point. And my point is, if you look at method number 1, you will be able to probably tell what's going on. You will be able to slow down the video, watch it frame by frame, maybe zoom in, and you will see that there's something fishy. But here's the thing. Method number 1 is the method that I will perform live. It's the method that would allow me to perform this trick on a live stage where nobody can pause and stop and go back. Like, I'll be able to perform it live. I'll be able to grab the glass and give it to someone. I'll be able to grab the coin and have someone inspect the coin. And then I can move on to any other routine. On the other hand, method number 2, it's really good for video. It's really good for video. It looks casual. It looks like I'm just in my kitchen and I have a plastic cup and I have a coin, and that's about it. Because method number 2, definitely I cannot perform live. Definitely I cannot have someone inspect the coin or inspect the cup, or I cannot have someone around me, and I will have to start the trick with the cup and the coin already set up in place. So yeah. All right, now that I've showed you the magic, let's talk about something really important. First thing first, Tran High, I just want to say good job. I just want to say that you gave me a challenge. Like, it took me days to figure it out and hours to film and put on camera. So thank you so much. It was a proper challenge and I enjoyed doing it. Now, I wish you were not claiming to have psychokinetic powers, but that's my personal opinion and I'm gonna leave it at that. I really don't want to mention you anymore. On the other hand, here's what I want to talk about. If I am not capable of replicating some of the stuff that you guys send me or that I see somewhere, it doesn't mean that that's evidence for the supernatural. Until we test it properly under a control like environment, under proper scrutiny, like, none of this is evidence of anything. All I'm trying to say is that me, right here, right now, I'm just the tip of the iceberg. I am just the first question, which is, yes, but could it be done with like sleight of hand and like magic tricks? Yes, All right, moving on to like 1,000 more questions. And speaking of asking questions, I want to quickly talk about a Facebook group that Tran is part of. A Facebook group that calls itself Grandmasters of Psychokinetics and describes itself like this. Welcome, this is a group where the seemingly ordinary becomes extraordinary by using positive and negative poles merged together to create very powerful forces in nature and their surrounding environments. This is a place where you can also witness inanimate objects dance under the influence of psychokinetics. Feel free to mix and mingle with like-minded individuals on here and share the energy. This is a space where everything will be captured on video audio for your enjoyment and learning experience. Oh, and at the end of that description, they also added a Latin phrase that means mortal action never deceives the gods. Sure. Anyway, what I want to talk about is one of the rules that you have to follow in order to join this group that I find slightly problematic. Well, not really problematic. I just have questions. Respect other people's unique abilities. There will be a zero tolerance policies for individuals whose sole agenda is to criticize or attempt to debunk another member's ability. You will be promptly removed if you violate, no question asked. Okay, I have a question about this rule. And the question is, let's imagine that instead of this YouTube channel, with me clearly saying, hey, I am a magician. Instead of that, let's say that I was claiming to actually have these abilities. So you let me join the group, we're having a chat, we're sharing stuff, and I decide to share this video that I showed you before, right? Me floating the card. Now, does this rule means that nobody can ask, why the am I moving my shoulder like that? Like nobody can say, hey, what's up with this situation? Because if they do that, they will be trying to debunk and or criticize. I don't know. It's your rule and I would love for you to explain it a little better. Because if that's the case, you have a problem. Because if nobody is allowed to criticize or, as you say, try to debunk, how do you know? How do you know which one is the real deal, which one is fake? If you cannot ask any questions, that's really problematic. Anyway, this has been Magic Isn't Real. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, hit the bell, share the video, send me a suggestion if there's something you want me to take a look. And if you're still watching the video right now, I want you to comment black art in the comment section. Yeah, that sounds about right. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Ciao. One day there's gonna be like a secret door here and people are gonna freak out.